want to open up the floor for any questions and concerns regarding grants. And I also want to share with you all some new grant opportunities that have definitely came through. Okay. So in this month of December, I know most small business owners are not really thinking about the funding opportunities they might have. A lot of you guys are possibly thinking about taking on these opportunities at the start of the next year. But nevertheless, actually, the perfect time to take advantage of any grant opportunity is this time. So, welcome in, friends. I'm Superior Shelby, a 71% successful grant writer. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this, and I'm truly happy that you are here on my live stream. If you're joining me live, don't be a stranger. Say, hey, good morning. And if you know you are watching this afterwards, thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's video, we're going to go over how to search and apply to grants, how to be properly prepared, what a grant is. We'll sprinkle a little bit of like the new CTA, breaking news and stuff. So I'll touch on that topic too, just to give you guys some reassurance and clarity. And then I'll open up the floor for some questions and answers, okay? Or some questions and concerns. You guys ready? All right. So I love coming on live because it gives you guys the opportunity to ask a certified grant writer, a very well-experienced grant writer who's helped over 800 small business owners, nonprofit organizations, and so many amazing innovators get this debt-free money. So let's talk about grants. What is an actual grant? Grants is debt-free money that we don't have to pay back. This is totally different from a loan, line of credit, or a credit card, okay? And so these debt-free opportunities is opportunities that we can apply to, all right? Simply just submitting the application. Now, you can get a grant for any reason. You can get a grant for any type of business industry you're into, no matter what race, gender, ethnic group, sexuality, or religion you're a part of. As long as you are meeting the requirements or the qualifications of that particular grant, you're pretty much good to go. So grants come from so many different places. You have grants that come from different companies and entities like Walmart, Amazon, Nike, Gap, Gucci, like so many like places and big companies that give out grants. Then you have the actual local state government, like in your city or state and town. They give out grants only for small businesses in your particular area. And then you have like the government funded grants, right? The big time ones that we saw through like the COVID relief funds and stuff. And then you have like some small, like other nonprofit organizations or private entities and private sectors that just want to simply get actually apply to and, get approved of. All right. No matter what. Even with us moving forward, going into this new presidential campaign, with there being no more funding going towards DEI opportunities, that still doesn't mean that there won't be any grants, okay? Like I stated before, big companies love giving out charitable gifts like grants simply because it helps them on the back end for their taxes, all right? Cool. So there will always be a grant. I want to reassure you. Now, how do you prepare yourself for these grants? How do you know what these grant applications are asking? How do you know what these grantors are looking for? Okay, friend, don't worry about it. With my 8 years of experience, I could definitely tell you exactly what they're looking for and how you can win a grant. So, when you are searching for your grant, right? When you're searching for a grant that serves in your favor, you can search for a grant in so many different ways. You can search for a grant that's in your particular business industry, like a beauty grant, a grant specifically to help you with your lash business. You can search for a grant just because you are a woman entrepreneur. You can apply to a grant just by being a veteran entrepreneur. You can even apply to a grant if you are like a persons with disability or if you are, from a different ethnic group or if you're indigenous. Okay. Now, in these different applications, they're all asking for different things, but there is a way to be properly prepared for all like applications just in case they ask certain type of questions that might be challenging to answer. I'll get there. Just stick with me. To be properly prepared for these grants, you need to have a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 90-second pitch video. Somebody said it. Somebody said it. I love y'all. Okay. Hey, friends, welcome in. Some of my friends are here. Y'all know I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Okay. So business plan, pitch deck, and a 90-second pitch video. Let's talk about it. Now, a business plan. A lot of people have been going, resulting to the Fiverr situation, hiring somebody on Fiverr, paying $100, $120, whatever the case may be, or probably more for a business plan, right? Okay, cool. That's fine. You can do that too, right? Or you can use these artificial intelligence tools and actually train yourself with using AI and start to develop a business plan. You can use ChatGPT or you can use VentureKit.ai. I'll talk about that, in my recent live streams, and I'll dive deeper into that one in another video. Okay. So, you need a business plan. Pitch deck. A pitch deck is the PowerPoint version of the business plan. You need to have that. Both of these documents need to comprehend each other. They need to, coincide. You have the business plan, that's the professional documentation that has all of the numbers and everything that you need, your mission, vision, values, your competitive analysis, your risk analysis, and more. All of these key indicating factors that will thoroughly explain to the other party exactly what your plan is in this next 5 years. But then the pitch deck will serve as that aesthetically appealing piece. It needs to have pictures, right? Your logo. It needs to be straightforward too. And then the 90-second pitch video is like your commercial, right? It needs to have some feeling to it, some compassion, right? Why are you so focused on your particular business, right? Why do you care? Why should we care about your service or product? Got it? Okay, so that's exactly if you have these 3 key credentials, friend, you are properly prepared for any funding opportunity, no matter what stage you are in your company. You can be a startup that has not made now $1 in your business. And guess what? You can still get a grant. Yes. We've done it live on YouTube. We did this. It's people that have been with us that have actually won grants live on YouTube. Okay, with us. So let's keep it pushing. So don't be afraid of me saying that you need to have those 3 key credentials. Don't be afraid. Don't say, dang, okay, so now I got to get to the drawing board. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't tire yourself already. Don't stress yourself out. No stress. No stress. Okay? You don't have to stress. Seriously. There are so many different AI tools that you can utilize right now for free. Right? You get like 7-day trials, 14-day trials. Okay? You use these AI tools, friend. It's time for you to develop. Yes, it's time for you to learn how to use these computers. VentureKit.ai. That is the tool that you can use. All right, that's the tool you can use to develop your business plan. For the pitch deck, you can use Beautiful.ai. Okay, Beautiful.ai is another one. Okay, and then I don't know an AI for like there's one that's called Synthesizia.io. But I'm not really familiar with it, you guys, okay? Yeah, I know you got to be kind of tech savvy for that one. But if you use these tools, then you'll be able to, have a nice, polished, professional, thorough business plan for any funding opportunity that you need to have. All right, so let's move forward. Now that you know what a grant is and how to be properly prepared. Now, what are these grant questions usually asking? Okay, so they're usually asking like, besides the general information, right? So who's the company owner? What's the name of the company? But what these grant applications are also asking is, what is your idea? Like, no, genuinely, what is your idea? And then they want to know thoroughly exactly what your idea is. What is your service or product? Okay. So if you do this, if you offer a service, then how do you make money from it? And what is the business model? Are you business to customer or business to business? Or are you both? B2C, B2B, right? So they ask questions to get into your business. You need to have a business plan that will outline, that will have everything that will answer their question, pretty much. Because if you have the business plan, you can always go back to the business plan and refer to the business plan to help you with answering these grant questions. Get what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying have it to be properly prepared. Okay, so they ask questions like that. They want to know that they have a business owner, or they're looking for a business owner or a startup or an innovator or a creator or a leader, right? They're looking someone who is resourceful and who is serious. Someone who is serious is someone who can clearly identify their problem that they have with scaling their business and exactly what the execution steps they need to take in order for them to get through their adversity. You get what I'm saying? So that's what they're looking for. They want you to outline exactly what is the problem. What would you use this money for? That question right there, that question you can answer that in so many ways. If we gave you a $10,000 grant opportunity right now, what would you use the $10,000 for? Most of you would give a real general answer. I know you would give a general answer, which would be like, I would use this money to invest in marketing. I would use this money to hire more employees. I would use this money would go towards no. When they ask you that question, they want to know what you can do now to drive impact in your business. So let me give you an idea of how you can answer that question. So say you're a person that wants to hire more personnel, right? You want to hire more people. You would say, you would pretty much how you would answer this question is you would give them the problem first, right? So within this year of 2024, we have been struggling to scale due to lack of personnel. We've noticed that we have gained more traction or more orders than ever before in the life of our business. While that might be amazing, this $10,000 opportunity will give us the leeway or give us the room to be able to hire more personnel so we can continue to produce or service the individuals that we are our consumers, right? Our customers. To give you more in detail of how we would use the $10,000 grant, $2,500 will go into here, $2,000 will go into there, $1,000 here, $2,000 there. There you go. After thoroughly investing or reinvesting the $10,000 within the X amount of days, we should see a return on this particular investment, which means this grant would have driven a lot of impact towards our business and increasing the life of our business, blah, 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 right? So you want to answer it in that way instead of saying, oh, I would use this money towards this, okay? I'm just giving you some pointers. All right, so they would ask you questions like that. Your business plan would definitely help you with answering those questions, and then you just want to be compassionate about it. But a business owner who is dead serious about them scaling and moving forward, you really got to put that energy towards that application, okay? All right, so where do you find these grants? All right, so the three main websites that I'm always talking about here on YouTube that you can find these grants. One is grants.gov. So grants.gov is a website for seasoned business owners. So if you are a seasoned business of 2 years or more, this is a place that you can go to get more of like those government funded grants. So yes, there are grants that they will give you money just for your projects and whatever you're doing. That is funded through the US government. However, they want to make sure that you can show proof and loss of income and that this grant would actually be impactful, right? So that's really how they work. So they will want you to provide a lot of documentation, in i.e. tax returns. Okay. All right, cool. So if you are not a seasoned business, if you're a startup, I don't recommend going to grants.gov just yet. It's a pretty decent search engine, but you're going to be very confused and you're going to be demotivated. You're not going to want to apply to grants if you go to grants.gov. All right, especially if you're a startup, especially if this is your first rodeo with grants. So the second website that I can give to you guys that is very easy to comprehend and that is straightforward will be grantwatch.com. Grantwatch, like watch.com. I can't believe I don't have my watch on. It's interesting. Grantwatch.com is a $40 a month subscription, but it's so worth it, especially if you plan on applying to one grant a day for the next 90 days. We'll get to that ratio, all right? Just stick with me, friend. So grantwatch.com is a grant search engine. So you will be able to put in your location. You'll be able to put in like the nature of your business, right? The type of business owner you are. And putting in all of those filters will allow you to search for all the grants that serve in your favor. Now, there might be hundreds of grants that come up, so just make sure you thoroughly go through each grant and the details, and then you choose the ones that you want to apply to. And I'm just going to give you a little extra pointer. Create a spreadsheet. Okay. Create a spreadsheet of at least like 100 grants that you would like to apply to. All right. Okay, cool. So now, grantwatch.com. Now, if you don't want to, if you're just getting started, all right, if you're just getting started, grantwatch.com, before I move to the next one, is really good for seasoned and startup businesses. You can find all grants in that particular, using that website for for-profit businesses and for nonprofits as well. Okay. So if you're a nonprofit, you can use grantwatch.com as well. It's pretty decent, very good grant search engine. I have no complaints. I've been using it for the last 3 years. Pretty decent. Okay. All right. So grantwatch.com. So if you are just getting started with learning about grants and understanding the nature of grants and wanting to learn more about different funding opportunities and, want to have a sense of community, right? And this is your first rodeo with learning about grants and stuff. Well, I would suggest you get started with HelloSkip. All right. HelloSkip is the best website and app that I can give to you. You can download the app on your phone. All right. And you can also visit the website on your laptop. And so HelloSkip is a federally certified nonprofit organization that helps small businesses gain funding opportunities. They also, on their website and app, host about 20 to 30 grants every month that have like different grants for different business industries for different reasons, right? That you can scroll through and choose the ones that serve in your favor and apply to. What I like the most about the HelloSkip app is it also has artificial intelligence integrated with its app. So that way, if like, say you are one of those business owners that you're not really too well with writing grants, right? You're not confident in delivering, the answer, things like that. Well, HelloSkip will help you with gaining the confidence in submitting your applications simply because it has like an answer bar, right? Which gives you like the strength of how good your answer is, right? And then also you can use AI to help you with writing your answer. Yeah. HelloSkip.com. Use my invite code Superior Shelby all together, and you'll have access to all this free stuff. All right. Really great resource tool. There's a lot of resource tools out here for small business owners, and I think especially for my brothers and sisters, right? For Black small business owners, there's a lot of resources out here, and we all know about it. It's just that we simply don't give it the energy, the time, or we don't prioritize actually applying to it or searching for them. Because like there's a lot of internet out here and there's a lot of like social media and there's so much information being thrown around. If you're actually searching for it and putting your energy into it, it will pop up on your feed. App data tracking. It's been here since 2018. Okay, so you can't tell me like there's no information and you don't know anything anymore. It's literally a thing where if you're searching for business or if you're searching for business funding, friend, grants is going to come up. Investment capital is going to come up. Loan opportunities is going to come up. Right? So I'm saying that to say I'm not playing the devil's advocate right now when I'm saying this, but with the new presidential administration taking out the 100 million or whatever, how much money they usually invest in with the DEI opportunities, I'm going to be 1000% with y'all. We wasn't really applying to these grants like that. Like statistically proven, we as Black American small business owners are not applying to small business grants. Like for real. And we're not even applying to like loan opportunities as much. Like for real. So it's just kind of like, yeah, they're taking it away, but it's also like we're not really applying to them like that either. It's very sad. But I'm also making you aware of this truth, because if you notice that if there's not as many of us applying to these opportunities, anytime you see a grant that comes up specifically for veteran entrepreneurs, persons with disability entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, right? Latino business entrepreneurs, all right? Women entrepreneurs. Anytime you see a grant that comes up, take advantage of the opportunity. Just apply. It's free to submit the application, friend. Okay? All right. So, you know what a grant is. You know how to be properly prepared. And I gave you the three main websites. I also gave you two really good AI tools you can use to create your business plan and pitch deck. And I also gave you three main websites that I use to search and apply to grants for myself and my clients. Now, how do you win a grant? The only way that you win a grant, I'm here to tell you, there is no special keyword. There's no template. There is no answer key. There's no special business plan template. No. 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 There's nothing to save you here. The only thing that will help you out with winning a grant is literally by consistently applying. Statistically proven, you can ask any grant writer out here. Okay. If you apply to 30 grants in 1 month, at least, because you got business owners that apply to like 100 grants in a month. So at least 30, you'll get approved to two. Like 2 to 5 grants out of 30 that you apply to. And we're saying 30 qualifying grants. Qualifying grants meaning you have read the eligibility requirements for this opportunity and everything that they are looking for in a grantee, right? In a winner, it sounds like you. Okay? So if you apply to 30 qualifying grants, 1 grant a day, it will truly help out. And these are 2 grant opportunities if you're applying to your grants, so you can set a limit on how much you want to apply to grants as far as the reward amount. So say you can tell yourself, oh, I'm not applying to any grants that's less than $10,000. So that will give you leeway and let you know, like, okay, if I apply to 30 grants and all of them at least $10,000 or more, and if I get 2, that's $20,000 I made just off of free money, free opportunity, and just because I put energy and time into applying to it. But you got to consistently apply, and that's the thing about it. My clients that see the most, like the highest, wins and stuff, right? And that has like my most attention. Those are the clients that I'm like literally applying to 1 grant a day for them, and they see more wins because we're literally consistently applying. So you got to give yourself the chance. Okay. Thank you so much for this information. You're very helpful. Thank you. Hello, sweet. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. How can you help me get a grant? I'm ready to have my foundation registered with California State. I have my UEI number ready. That is amazing. Okay, so you have your UEI number. And so is it a for-profit or nonprofit? And how can you help me get a grant? So, well, one way you can get a grant that I just helped you because I'm literally telling you all the information that you need to execute, right? So, Douglas, you need to make sure you have a project proposal or a business plan, a pitch deck, and then just simply visit the websites that I stated in this video and give yourself the chance. I really like Hello Skip. I just attended the live grant they had on YouTube. Awesome. Yeah, they're really dope. They're really, really dope. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, they're really dope. So do you guys have like any questions about like how to search and apply to a grant, all that good stuff, like any frequently asked questions that I can pretty much answer, right? Because I want to give you guys like the floor and the opportunity to ask any questions about these grants and stuff, right? Grants is not hard. You just have to give yourself the chance and the time to apply to them. And I believe that most business owners, they get demotivated in applying to it because it's like after you've applied to so many, you feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't want to do it. Until you actually get one. And when you actually get one, then it's like, oh, yeah, this is lit. Okay, I'll keep it. Yes, it was hard for me to get this one, but I'll keep it pushing, right? I'll keep moving. So just keep applying until you actually, win. That's just how these grant things work, And I know that a lot of us want guaranteed grants. Well, you can actually get a guaranteed grant if you go for a qualifying grant opportunity. Make it make sense. There is grants out here that you can most likely get right? As a certified grant writer, I can't say that you'll guaranteed win, but there are grants that you can get a guaranteed grant, like a grant that they will, yes, they will give it to you as first come, first serve. There's four different ways you can win a grant. One way is through like a random raffle. Another way is through a pitch competition. Another way is through actual judgment. So that's when you need to make sure your answers on the grant application is polished, professional, and thorough. And then you have like a first come, first serve opportunity. So the first come, first serve opportunities are those local opportunity grants that they give out. So for example, say you are a small business owner that's out in St. Louis, and they're in St. Louis, Missouri. They're giving out $10,000 to five qualifying Black women business owners. That have been living in this particular code zone or zip code for the last 14 or 10 years, right? So if you are that, Black woman entrepreneur who lives in St. Louis, Missouri, who's been living in this particular zip code for the last 10 years, you just simply apply. And once you apply, first come, first serve, baby. Because you literally qualify for that grant. You can show proof that you've been living there for the last 10 years. Your ID shows that, right? You're a business owner. I'm pretty sure you can go through the Secretary of State and see that. So, you qualify. So those are like the opportunities you should go for. How do you find them? You find them through actual grants.gov. You also find them through your small business development resource center, right? You also like search for different, like every state, city, town, zip code has their own small business like development center. Every little major, I would say metropolitan city. Let me say it like that. Because I know like there are some country towns in Georgia that they don't have this type of resource and access. So y'all would have to drive to the major city, which is Atlanta, right? Or you might have to drive to like the nearest city that might have something, some sort of small business resource or support. But majority of most places, small cities in the US have a small business resource center, and you can go there and you can ask if they offer any grants, if they have any incubators, any accelerator programs. If they do not, then go for those nationwide opportunities that I'll be talking about here on YouTube. Okay? So if you are looking for a guaranteed grant, the guaranteed grants are actually in your backyard. The ones that you're not applying to, the ones that you're not searching for, the ones that you are not interested in applying to. And also, some of them are like, be careful when you are going for the ones that say like capital readiness programs, because capital readiness programs are actually loans. So they're not really grants. But you'll notice that in the process of applying. Okay, so any questions on what like I just said or anything like that? Because there's guaranteed grants out here, you guys, and where you will find them is Small Business Development, SBDC, Small Business Development Center. Right? Each state has one. We got the Florida SBDC, Georgia, Texas. Everybody has their own Small Business Development Center website. Even just the website. You could search for some small business loan opportunities, small business funding, grants. Mm-hmm. Grants, grants.gov will show you too. Okay. So if there's any local grants in your particular area and they're just simply wanting to give out money to all hairstylists and barbers in this zip code, there you have it. Grants.gov. You can find it through there, or you can, and then also they post this stuff. Like I said, if you're searching for it, it'll come up. One way I know this is like I'm from Miami, right? So I like on Instagram, I actually follow like the Florida Small Business Development Center, like the Florida SBDC. I follow them on Instagram. And then I got a little bit more home, right? So in Fort Lauderdale, they have like their own small business like resource, like kind of center. And they have an Instagram, so I follow their Instagram. And so now on my Instagram, I see them post different grant opportunities that they're giving away. Yeah, like 10,000 here, 2,000 there, 500 there, like multiple opportunity. And it comes up on my Instagram because I follow it. I'm looking for it, right? So when you're looking for it, it'll come. When you're really looking for money, or when you just saying, I just need some money, you got to really search for it for real. And it's a simple Google search. Okay. All right. So you know a lot. We've talked about a lot. The CTA thing. All right. So breaking news, I guess within the last, 24 hours or so, there has been a pause on the whole BOI situation, which is really dope. There's a federal judge that is arguing that this should not be handled on a federal level, as far as in with cutting down on small business funding fraud, and also like, providing beneficial ownership to a company. And this federal judge is saying that this should be handled on a state by state cases. State by state. So we're going to let them handle that. In the meantime, that means that there's a pause on the whole submitting a BOI situation, which that is such a relief. But also for the ones that did it, like myself, shout out to us that did our due diligence. So whether they decide to unlift this pause today, tomorrow, next year, 3 years from now, or not, right? We already submitted it and we already are good to go. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. But yes, just to reassure you guys, at the moment there is a pause. And, you can keep yourself updated by simply looking at the U.S. Treasury website, or just staying updated by, through social media, right? So, but yes, it is true. Okay. I look forward to your videos. I even have my twins watch with me as well. We really appreciate the time that you take to help others. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And hey, twins, how are y'all? I hope y'all are doing good and being good, because Christmas is coming up. All right. So, yeah, so many great things that we talked about today in this live stream. Now, I put my number here on the bottom because you guys have been commenting, and you've been like, I want to have a consultation with you. You can visit my website, www.superchargemybusiness.com. All right. I have a professional website. I've had one. I've had websites for years. Okay. So utilize the website, superchargemybusiness.com. That is my website. It'll tell you all about me, testimonials there. Also, you can book a one-on-one consultation with me, and you can learn more about my services. Okay. So you have that there. Continue to apply to grant opportunities. Don't give up. Don't let up. Okay. Don't let up. Really quick, don't forget $5,000 honeycomb credit grant. You want to apply to that one by the 31st. FedEx is giving away $10,000, so you want to apply to the FedEx grant. You can simply Google these grants that I'm telling you right now. And then last but not least, you also want to apply to the Verizon Digital Ready grant. These are 3 grant opportunities I've been screaming about for the last 90 days. But yes, we're embarking on the deadline dates for these opportunities. Now, the Verizon Digital Ready grant is giving out 2 opportunities. So you get a chance at potentially winning $35,000. You get the usual $10,000 grant that they give out every month, but then also you get a $25,000 grant with an addition to going to the Super Bowl, all right, in 2025. So that's really dope. All right. FedEx is also giving out a little Super Bowl thing too. All right. So that's cool. Do you need to be a FedEx customer, or you have like a FedEx membership situation, like business membership? Yeah, you do. But it's free. It's free. It's a free online account. All right, it's free. Free online account. Just sign up. Okay. Give yourself a chance at winning $25,000. I mean, $10,000. Okay. Verizon Digital Ready, yeah, that's an easy one. You guys should know about that one. And then honeycomb credit, we've already went over that one. That's like literally a 30-second application. All right. How do these how do they choose a winner? Random raffles. Okay. So those particular grants I just talked about, they're random raffles. All right. If you want something that's more guaranteed, like I just stated before, there are grants out here. They are more guaranteed, right, and more seasoned. But you got to go for those local opportunities, okay? And we can always search for them together in a one-on-one consultation, okay? If there's no further questions, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in another video. Make sure you share this one. This one's pretty quick today, just talking about how to search and apply to grants and to give you reassurance on the whole CTA situation, okay? And yeah, how do you sign up for your paid subscription on YouTube? Yes. Oh, and I'm so happy you brought that to my attention because I just edited so I got bags in the eyes for a reason because I just edited a lot of videos so that way I can drop on my paid subscription part. So let me just, before we close out, you can actually join my channel as a member. If you go to the channel part and it says like subscribe, it should be a button next to it that says join, or you might have to access it on the phone. I'm not really sure what it looks like on like the actual website. But if you join my channel, you'll have access to all of my walkthrough videos. So I offer walkthrough videos of me actually applying to these grants that I'm talking about and ones that serve in my favor. Different grants in the tech sector, grants for women, grants for Black-owned companies, all types of different grants that I'm applying to, and even some grants just for being a business owner or being a startup. So I'm actually physically applying to these grants. They're walkthrough videos. They're really fun, and they make you feel like that I'm applying with them alongside with you. So it's only like, I think $3 a month. You can join my channel as a member. You'll become a part of the Superior Squad, all right, which is super dope. And I'm going to drop some more videos over there because like I said, I've been applying to grants like crazy. There's so many amazing opportunities right now, but we won't be able to get the money from it until like next year. Oh, we should talk about that too. Like, what's the life expectancy? Like, when you should expect the grant funds? Usually takes 30 days, if you guys want to know. So grants is not a thing where it's like if you have a sense of urgency and you need some money right now. No, we need to go back to the drawing board and find a way that we can enhance your product or service and or go outside and market and get somebody to buy. When you aggressively need money in your business, maybe it's time for you to go door to door. Maybe it's time for you to go do the Girl Scout cookie method. Maybe it's time for you to don't do the home shopping network method. You ever thought about that? Yeah, and that's called bootstrapping. And when you can show proof that you have an execution strategy to bootstrap, and you put that on paper that you've actually in the face of adversity where you actually needed $5,000 to be able to keep your business afloat, you actually went outside and physically sold your products at a farmer's market or something like that, and you were able to make $6,000 an extra $1,000 profit, right? So when you can explain that, it looks really good, friend. Really, really good on paper, okay? We'll talk more about that in a one-on-one consultation. Book with me or simply text #grants to 855-731-1487. I will see you guys tomorrow in another video. Enjoy your day. I know it's the morning for you. So good morning, America. And I'll see y'all in another video, okay? Bye.